Which one should I go for? Should I be more into my house, you know, my 3D, my job, my whatever, or should I be more into the heart, the love? You don't know what to do. Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2023 general reading. So, this is a general reading and it is going to be focused on you and how you are experiencing things, of course. I'm going to start off with an oracle card here just to get the general overarching energies. Then we'll do a Celtic cross, get some clarifications and everything. Let's get to it. Show me Sagittarius, please. April 2023. What are they thinking? What's going on? What's going on? Show me Sagittarius, please. Show me Sag. Stuck energy. Alright, Sag. These readings, when I get this card, are always pretty intense. So I'm going to put that disclaimer out there now. They usually end up pretty long. However, it tends to manifest itself in interesting different ways. So, stuck energy talks about somebody who can't seem to get out of their rut. They can't seem to figure out where they need to go. Or maybe they even just like it there. You know, that kind of thing. So, let's see what's going on. I'm going to say you probably don't really like it there, but you just feel like you can't really get out. Just because you're a Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. You guys don't like to get stuck. And if you do get stuck, you don't stay there for very long. Or if you do, there's extenuating circumstances. Alright, show me Sag, please. What's going on with Sagittarius, April 2023, please? Major placements for Sag. Even Mars. We have the Ace of Swords coming out here for you. So, this month is focused on a realization or a truth that is out there and available for you. I'm not sure if you're accepting it though. Let's see. What's the challenge? Whoa. Six of Pentacles. To me, this says you're not wanting to, like, give to it. You're not wanting to give to this knowledge or truth or whatever this is. Because Six of Pentacles in the challenge position means there's an imbalance. And you may be just taking more than giving or something like that. I feel like it's one of those things where you don't want to give to an idea because you're kind of rejecting it. Stuck energy, right? All right, what's in your head? What's going on? Ace of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles today coming out. But we have two aces here. Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. You're like, you know what? I need to focus on, instead of focusing on whatever this idea is that I have going on, this whatever potential truth, I need to focus on my Pentacle, Ace of Pentacles. I need to focus on that. That's important to you. May have strong Capricorn energy in your chart, maybe. Could be Virgo too, sure, why not? And your gut, Two of Pentacles. Look at all that Pentacle, man. All that Pentacle here. For a fire sign, you don't know what to do. You see the two options though. Your gut sees the two options, but you're just literally like, in your gut, you're like, I have no way to know which direction I should go with this. I have no idea. A lot of confusion. And you're like, I'm not going to put any energy towards it because I'm going to focus on my Pentacle, which I can see and feel right here. Because like whatever this realization is right here, this truth or this idea, you feel like it's too flighty. That's what it's like. You feel like it's too flighty. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. It's kind of like that. What's the passing energies? We have the Wheel of Fortune. I love this card in this deck. It's so pretty. Wheel of Fortune. Something changed. Something changed and it created this realization. It's interesting, like in the middle of this card here, it's like a face is coming out of it. Like on the bottom, like it looks like a clock. So, you know, Wheel of Fortune's like a clock, right? And it looks like a clock, and it looks like somebody's poking their head through a window and like peeking in. It's kind of like that if you look at this real close in the center. And it's like somebody poked their head in and said, hey, and then left. That's what it feels like. Okay, what's the upcoming energies here? We've got 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands could be some sort of communication. Could be some sort of fast-moving energy here. Towards what is the question? Because suddenly we've got Wands and not Earth. Because you have this realization and you've been kind of resisting it. With your gut and in your head and in the challenge, kind of resisting it. But when you stay along the center line here of the reading, we're going from Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, to 8 of Wands, which says, may want to talk about it. We'll see. What's surrounding, okay, 5 of Swords. This is what's surrounding you. This is the energy surrounding you. This is basically it's a self-sabotage kind of idea. You're taking losses because you're refusing to act properly and in accordance to what your heart says. You're taking losses. Sacrificing pieces of yourself because you're not willing to look at it. Not willing to give energy to it here with the 6 of Pentacles. What's the unseen factor here? Ace of Cups. Jesus Christ, Sag. You've got all these like aces. That's 3 aces so far. Ace of Cups. You don't see it. It's feeling like somebody who is talking themselves back and away from a connection. You're like, no, I need to focus on my pentacle. I need to focus on what I can see. I don't know what to do here with this 2 of Pentacles, right? I don't know what to do here. But eventually what is coming up, you will decide to have conversation with something. We'll find out. But there is potential for a new heart connection here. There is potential. And I think that's what you see here. I think that's the truth that you're realizing. There is potential. Because this is in the unseen factor. You don't see this coming. You don't want to. You don't want to give to that. What's the hope and fear here? 2 of Wands. You do want to think about it, but you don't. You do want to think about it, but you don't. The whole idea of thinking about it excites you, but at the same time, you're like, oh, I get a little too carried away here. Get a little too carried away here. Okay, what's the outcome? We have the Fool. Wow. So Sagittarius, you are doing something. There is a realization that you have staring you in the face. And potentially right now you're in the position of, no, I'm not going to look at that. No. That's not reasonable. It's not, grounded. It's not, it may disrupt my whole pentacle of what's going on in my life in the 3D right now. It may disturb all that stuff. So I don't really know what to do with this. I see the truth. I see all that. I see it. But it's like you're wanting to reject it. 5 of Swords. I want to see why you want to reject it. I'm sure it has to do with some sort of like shadow that you've got going on. That's usually the case. That's why we reject things that are good for us. So, show me this Ace of Swords. Show me this Ace of Swords, please. What is this? Ace of Swords. Yeah. The Fool talks about like, journeying out and just going for it and being like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Show me Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords, what's this? What is this realization? Oh my. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, all these cards matter. Alright. So there was a connection that you had. A connection that you had with somebody. Two of Cups. That ended. Death card. It ended. Went silent. Created the need for healing for sure. Went silent, so you were likely not in contact with that person. But that person did make you happy back then. You felt very emotionally fulfilled. What came out separately here is we've got Three of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So it's like you have a realization. So the pain that happened from this ending, the pain that occurred from this ending, Three of Swords, it's like you want to put, okay, so here's that more Pentacles stuff, right? You want to put a little bit of effort into the heartbreak that's associated with all this. I feel like you want to give a little something towards it. And the challenge was you weren't willing to give anything to it before, right? And so you may still be at that point, but the thing is, the realization is that you should. That's your realization. Whether you actually should or not is a whole nother question. But your realization is that you should put something towards it to heal the bond, is what just popped in my head. Heal the bond, or heal the broken heart. Heal the broken love. Okay. Wow, that was deep. Okay, show me the Six of Pentacles here. Show me Six of Pentacles. What is this? Ten of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Yeah. You're like, it ended, so I'm just going to kind of stand back here and wait and move on and stay over here. It's kind of like that. That's why you're like, it's over. And it'll never change. It's like you're telling yourself that. It's over and it'll never change. I can wait and wait and wait and wait. And it'll never change. So I might as well just move myself out and away from that. That kind of thing. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Look at that. Another ace. Ace of Wands. Holy crap. Okay. I haven't seen this many aces in a reading for a long time. All the aces. Every single one of them. And it's not even a repeating ace. Okay. So we've got Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like... So you do want to, because the Ace of Wands does talk about renewal. However, you're concerned about a bit of rejection here. Five of Cups. You're concerned about a bit of rejection, but you do want to make a decent effort towards it. Knight of Pentacles movement. This guy does move slow, but he moves steady. And so you do want to make this effort. You want to offer that pentacle forward. Okay. Show me this Two of Pentacles. What's the conflict here? We have Eight of Swords. Overthinking it. Locked up in your head about it for sure. What else? What else? Two of Pentacles. What is this? What else? What's the issue? There we go. Oh. Yeah, it's like you're having to choose between Pentacle and between Cup. And you're locked up with it. So for some reason, you were thinking that you can only have one or the other. You can't have both. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking that, and this is what you're locked up about. You're like, I can see both sides. So and you don't like that. You're just like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do with this? One side is Ten of Pentacles, which is talks about like home life and stable security and everything. Like I told you earlier, you want to focus on that pentacle. You're concerned about the pentacle. You're concerned about this, and then you're concerned about the cup, Queen of Cups. Which one should I go for? Should I be more into my house, you know, my 3D, my job, my whatever? Or should I be more into the heart, the love? You don't know what to do. Because it's like you're telling yourself with this Three of Swords here, it's like you're telling yourself, you're like, that Three of Swords doesn't affect my home. It doesn't affect my home. I can just stick with the home. I can stick with the Ten of Pentacles. But if I want to fix the heart, I have to address it. You don't know what to do. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. What's this? What happened? What's the Wheel of Fortune? Something changed. Something started to move forward. Oh my goodness. Ace of Swords. Oh. We got Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the Fool, and the Six of Pentacles. Look at that, Ace of Swords again. The Fool again. The Six of Pentacles again. So we've got a lot of repeating energies here. This is, you may have been focusing on this for a while. So Ace of Swords with this change, this is what brought it in. So it's the realization of a lover's connection. Lover's connection. I feel like with this, and this is because it's the change that happened to cause you to go into this space, is somebody came forward. Somebody got the guts to come forward and say something to you to try to balance up with you with this Six of Pentacles. And your response was, why would I want to balance up with the Six of Pentacles in the challenge position? You're like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why? Because the thing is that it was over. Ten of Swords. I can wait. I can wait this out. I don't see anything coming here in the future because this is in the challenge with the Three of Wands. And you know what? I've moved on from this. So it's like somebody came forward. That's kind of where you were at. I've moved on from this. I'm not going to put any attention into it. But the thing is, the realization for this month is you realizing I probably should put something into this. Yeah. I probably should put something into this, but should I? So you've got that battle going on with yourself. The question is, really, it's all up to you. I mean, me, I'm very much a forward-moving fool type. I'm the type that will reach out to you after like 15, 20 years or something like that and be like, hey, so I broke your heart back then. I'm really sorry. Kind of one of those things. I'm like that. I do that. I have reached out to people from my past before, and a couple times, and it's always been, you know, a letter of apology because I was a shithead. I was a shithead. And I wanted to apologize for it because I grew up and grew past it. And so I remember like this girl that I did it with, I was like 18 or something like that. And she was my friend in high school. And I had accused her of like, you know, trying to get together with my boyfriend or something stupid high school like that, right? So when I was like 18, 19, somewhere in there, maybe 20, I found her and I sent her a letter. Now, of course, this is like, the internet was still brand new at the time because I'm old. Still brand new at the time. And I sent her a letter and I said, you know, I'm really sorry for having done that, you know, back in school. You didn't deserve that treatment, that kind of thing. So I did that with her, and I've done that with one other person too. Only one, right? Yeah, only one other person too. Where I reached out to them after years and said, I'm really sorry with how it ended. Really sorry that I was a jerk to you at the end. This is how I should have done it. You made a good impression. You were a good person. Thank you so much for your contribution to my life. That kind of thing. Just because I'm kind of like that. I just do that. And I have the guts. I have a Leo moon. So one, I'm a fucking asshole sometimes. Leo moon with a Scorpio sun. Yeah, I'm a dick. And so, but Leo moon, and I have the courage to do all this stuff. I have the courage, and I just what I do. You don't, though, apparently here, because you're just like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to respond to it. Do I even want to deal with this kind of thing? And that's fine. That's you, you know? It wouldn't surprise me. I got a response from the girl back when I was younger. I got a response from her, and I still have her on my Facebook today. We don't interact like best friends or anything like that, but still have her on my Facebook today. The other one that I did has not responded, which is fine. You know, it's not required. It's not required. I said my piece and whatever. But this is like somebody, yeah. This is like somebody who got something like that from somebody, because I guess, you know, there are other people that do this, but nobody talks about it. So this is like you got something like that from somebody, you know, of like, and I'm sorry, and hey, I'd like to balance this up. Are we cool? You know, that kind of thing. And you're just like, why would I even pay attention to this? Why? It's been years. I've been past this. You know, that kind of thing. You're saying a lot of that, but the thing is that I think you're starting to see the pain inside your heart. You're starting to see the pain that was caused from that, and the benefit of fixing it. The benefit of fixing it. Two of Wands gives a little bit of hope in there. Little bit of hope. Eight of Wands here. Communication. Little bit of hope. A little bit of an idea of maybe I should reach out. So it's like you're entertaining the idea. What else? Eight of Wands. Yeah, that's just one thing that I am. I'm just like fearless. Oh, I have like no fear when it comes to things like that. Once I have an idea and I make a decision, I freaking do it. And it scares people. It scares people. But, you know, I settle it up, and, you know, or at least from my side. And it's fine, you know. It's fine. If somebody doesn't want to respond, cool. You know, I probably really hurt them, you know. Eight of Wands. Show me this Eight of Wands so I can stop babbling on about myself. Let's do this. Damn Leo moon. It was relevant. There we are. Okay. Alright, so we got Temperance and the Hermit coming out. Two of Wands. You're just like, what do I do here with this Two of Wands? Again, this is a whole nother choice again, because you always have one wand in each hand, right? You're like, what do I do with this? This one or this one? It's two ideas that kind of spark a little bit of a fire within you, right? And what's the two ideas? We've got the Hermit, go silent, stay quiet, stay within. Or Temperance, heal the bond. Which one's better suited for you? Which one's better for you? What can you benefit from? And would they benefit too? We got Ten of Pentacles here. So I think that you are really battling in regards to your Ten of Pentacles. Your Ten of Pentacles, I think, is a major thing. I think you're worried about damaging what you have set up and changing and rocking the boat kind of thing. Oh yeah, Six of Swords and this thing, don't rock the boat. Yeah. You don't want to rock the boat. Oh, what dropped out? Magician. Alright, show me this Five of Swords, please. Surrounding Sagittarius, Five of Swords. Here we go. Ace of Wands. Yep. Inner battles in regards to renewal. So we had the Ace of Wands up in your head here. Excuse me. Another ace. That's the fifth ace on the board here. The fifth. All these new starts ideas. Ideas put in your head. What else? Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Five of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. You know, for some reason this makes me think of Smeagol. I don't know why. From the Lord of the Rings. It's like, you know, we wants to start this again. We wants to do this, but we're being stubborn about it. Four of Pentacles. You're like, we'd like to walk away from this whole separation here. We'd like to walk away from the alienation of each other. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want to start a relationship with this person. It does not mean that. Meaning love relationship is what I should say. Actually, this is a lover's connection. It is a love relation. Well, lover's connections aren't necessarily love relationships, okay? Sometimes you guys can just be friends or whatever, but it might be difficult. Being friends, but it's better than nothing, kind of like, because you guys are so drawn to each other anyways, especially if this person's coming back to you after years of not talking. If they're coming back around after years, you guys have some sort of connection. End of story. Especially if you guys are long past your stuff, you know, and you don't have any baby daddy, mommy, you know, baby mama things with this person. That's not it. This is somebody you completely disconnected with and had nothing to do with. And suddenly they circle back around. You're like, where did you come from? Kind of one of those things, right? Where did you come from? That's a lover's connection usually, which means it is a connection with a person who's extremely strong. You guys can learn a ton from each other as long as you have the patience and the mental mindset to get through it. And actually learn from each other. It can be a very beneficial connection. It can be, but only if you're grown up enough to take it. This is your opportunity to decide if you want to do that. Lovers connections, you can still choose to ignore. You can choose to ignore it. It'll be hard. It'll be a hard choice. You can choose to ignore it though. There's a lot of people that do. But then when they're, you know, on their deathbed, you know, they're like 98 years old, deathbed, they're like, I wish I had reached out to that person. And just did what I wanted to do, what my heart wanted to do. That's what they always say. You always hear that, you know? So do what your heart wants to do. Everybody's so focused on like what they can afford and their 3D stuff these days. Everybody is. And I get it. So am I. But I feel like there's so much more opportunity to step into your heart these days, and nobody's taking it. We're becoming more and more separate from each other. Makes me sad. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Ace of Cups here in the unseen factor here. What's this? The Hermit doing the work. And the Queen of Swords. What's that? Show me more. Show me more. King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something talking about how you've got a skepticism. You don't really know what you want. So this Ace of Cups here that's unseen may have to do with the fact that you don't want to start a cup with them, right? So the thing is that the Hermit here kind of shows you're like kind of shying away from it, right? Kind of shying away from it. We've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles showing you're very comfortable with where you're at. And there's a little bit of hard feelings here. There's a little bit of hard feelings. And I think that's why you don't want to get involved with this person as far as like talking to them. There's a little bit of hard feelings and you don't want to address it. You don't want to. Oh, you don't want to address it because if you do address it, it'll change. The fact that you still have the hard feelings right there keeps you safe. Oh, it keeps you safe. Safe and away from this person and having to get, like, keeps you safe from losing this Ten of Pentacles. Keeps you safe from losing any of that stuff. Oh. Two of Wands, show me this. Hopes and fears. Two of Wands. Because we had the Two of Wands in the upcoming influence too. What's this? Two of Wands. Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles again. We've seen the Six of Pentacles 3 times. 3 times. Balancing up. Balancing up. And you don't really, it's like you don't want to. Seven of Swords. You don't really want to. You want to avoid that. You want to remain yeah. You want it, but you don't. We have the Chariot, Six of Pentacles, and Seven of Swords. Piece of you really wants it. Piece of you doesn't. I would look deep into that piece of you that doesn't. I mean, if you don't want to, just because it's not worth anything to you, then don't. You know, if it's not worth anything to you and it cannot contribute at all to your life, don't do it. Don't do it. But if it can contribute to your life, like the ending wasn't terrible, you know, in the past or whatever. If it wasn't terrible. Fool, Hierophant. Fool again. Wow. Your higher self is calling for you to do it. That's what it is. Your higher self is calling for you to do it. That guy, that Hierophant, he just does not, he's not the type that really approves of things like this. He's just not. He doesn't like that kind of change. What else? Because we got 2 instances of the Fool. Actually 3. And Justice. Okay, yeah. So the Hierophant here is your higher self, your higher connection. And it's going, yeah, you need to venture out because this is the right thing to do. We have Justice. This is the right thing to do for you. There's something deep down inside of you that's hurt. That you need to balance up. That you need to balance. And you're stuck in an old energy here. Stuck energy. You're stuck in an old space. And in balancing it up with this person, it'll release that for you. It doesn't mean you have to have a relationship with this person. It just means you just got to balance it up and heal the bond. You heal the bond, your life will change for the better. It'll make things even better for you. In what way? Don't know. It doesn't say. That's okay though. But you're not going to be like losing this, you know, your pentacle or anything like that. But it will change for the better. It will. Wow, Sag. That's crazy. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. If you have any feedback or whatnot, or this is you, please feel free to leave it in the comments. And I will see you next time.